Hello and welcome to part 17 of installing a Linux system. Today I want to look at changing permissions, and this is called CHMOD. This is the command CHMOD. Okay, if you remember, last time we created two files called my stuff and stuff. Now, as you can see here, they have read, write for the user, read, write for the group, and everybody else can read. Now, if I want everybody else to be able to read that, I can then change the permissions using CHMOD. So you type in CHMOD, and then you have a choice of things that you can do. So for here, this is others, so I can actually put O for others plus and then W and then the name of the file, and if I press enter, you see that now everybody has read, write access to the file. Conversely, I can actually remove the permission with a minus sign. Okay, so very easy like that. And you can do that for, so this is U for user, G for group, and an O for other. So if I actually go to group and do that, you can now see that the group doesn't have access to changing it. Okay. Now, one of the mistakes a lot of people make is that they change file permissions to 777, which isn't really a very good idea. Now, 777 means everybody can read, write, and execute a file. So if I just do that now, okay, you can see that it's turned to 777. This is really bad, and I do see people doing this on videos and things like that when they haven't got access or they haven't got permission to do something, and this isn't the way to do it. It really isn't the way to do it. It's very, very rare that you'd ever give full permissions to anybody for any of your files. It is possible, but it's very, very rare. So first of all, you can actually change this because it's not an executable file. If I put A and then minus X for stuff, you can see I've removed the execute bit from it. Okay, so that turns it back to normal. Now, most of the time you won't want people being able to write to the file unless they're people who have permission. So again, you really want to have the okay, so that will allow people to read it, but there are files on the system that only you want to read, okay, and only you want to have access to. Okay, so one of the things you can do here is you can actually give it, for example, 600. Okay, and as you can see, if we give it 600, which is the numerical way, only me, John, can read and write to that file. Nobody else can list it. They can't see what's inside it, and they can't write to it. Okay, which makes it much, much more secure. Okay, you can add different settings. For example, to take it back to there, I can read and write, everybody else can read. This is a common setting. This is a very, very common setting. Another common setting is the 664 permission, which allows both the group and yourself, which is how it was set originally. Okay, there's much more to CHMOD than I've shown you. You can either use the numerical format, or you can use the alphabetical, the character format, where whichever is the one you like. Now, you can change the permissions for files that you own within the file manager. Within Nemo, you can do it. But if you don't have the permission to, if it's not a file that you own, you're going to have to use terminal to change the permission. It's rare that you should do this because files should be placed in the correct place, but there will occasionally be times when you do need to change a file permission somewhere. And here you would need to change, and you would need to use terminal to change it. So in the next session, I'll show you how we can do that. And my name is John. Thank you for watching.